Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, we're going to be getting ready together for no reason because it is currently 7 o'clock on, what's today? Thursday night. You all got no plans. I'm actually going to go sit in the living room after this to watch Grey's Anatomy, the premiere. If you're back again, welcome. If you're new here, hello, hi, my name's Bianca. My channel's kind of all over the place right now. Today we're going to be doing an Ariana Grande inspired look. I actually had filmed this video for Valentine's Day. Long story short, I had no time to edit that video, so that's going to stay stored away in my computer. But I pretty much did the whole look again. So I did the exact same hair, and then I am doing the exact same makeup. So yeah, today we are going to be recreating kind of a little bit of Ariana Grande's 3435 / Positions makeup, but it's also kind of inspired very much by the 60s. I'll post some inspo pics around here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I am in love with this cut crease situation going on. I am here for it. The only problem is I think I have very big eyelids already. And so it looks very extreme on me, let me just say that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and be getting ready together. So if you want to see how I create this look, go ahead and keep on watching. I will mention some products throughout the video if they're standout products. If not, everything else will be listed down in the description box below. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna apply some chapstick first because your girl's lips are chapped. To prime my lids, I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Honestly, one of my favorites. Better than the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never gone back to Tarte Shape Tape after I found this. So, definitely recommend. So yeah, what are we going to talk about first? Well, honestly, we should just talk about the inspiration for the 60s for this makeup look. Miss Ariana Grande herself. Honestly, I think I really got it into her like last two albums. I mean, like, I've always known songs from Ariana Grande, but her last two albums have just been so fire, so good. I 100% recommend. Actually, in preparing for this video, while I was like washing my face and I'm figuring out like the camera angle and all that stuff. But while I was preparing for it, I was listening to the Thank You Next album, and honestly, it's just so good. Also, for those of you wondering what I use for my brows, because they're always done when I have been recording recently, it is the Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadow. It's actually like an eyeshadow pot. It looks like this, and it is really just like that, and it's fairly inexpensive. I don't know if they still have that product because I haven't seen it, but I bought the Anastasia one, and I think I'm more of a fan of this one because I feel like it's easier to manipulate, and your brows, especially if you have black hair like me, they don't look as intense. I feel like for some reason with the Anastasia one, what is this color called? Granite. I feel like I can get a little crazy with this one sometimes. So yeah, I definitely like this one. I do set it with the Anastasia powder, which I usually do like at the end once I've done all my makeup, in the color ash brown. Also, I got a pimple on my eyelid. I don't know if that's normal, but you can kind of see it right here. I don't know how I got that. Like I said, I'm really just getting ready to sit in my living room and watch the premiere of Grey's Anatomy. Hello. Also, there is a lot of rumors going around with Grey's Anatomy about how Patrick Dempsey's, which was actually a theory that I've had before that I thought about. I was like, they're gonna bring him back. They're gonna fake his death. They're gonna say, you know, because in case you haven't seen Grey's Anatomy, there was this doctor who was married to another doctor. One of the doctors died, the husband died. And so he was working for the government at that point, and so there's a lot of talks that maybe the government killed him off so he could work on a secret project, and now they're going to bring him back. Who knows? I don't know if that's true or not. We will see. Again, I don't think it's likely, but it could be possible. This is something I always do. I'm going to be setting my eyelids with this product right here. This is called Sandstorm. It is just a powder, but it makes it easy to blend things out, and especially since we're going to be working on some crease action today, this is perfect. Okay, so Ariana's look and also the looks of like the 60s was very much matte. Some of them are very like white and black, or like blue and white-ish kind of color. I'm going to make it matte in the beginning, and then I'm going to add a shimmer on top, because the way I did it originally, I added the shimmer on top and it looked so good. So for this, I'm going to be using the Hola Chola palette by ColourPop. This one is in collaboration with Becky G, and these are the colors it has. Again, they're all matte, really perfect for this look actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by mapping out where this cut crease is going to go, so that I don't go too crazy and applying colors where I probably shouldn't. So I'm going to take just a small angled brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of with like this color up here, very caramely, and I'm gonna use that to map where I want the crease to start. Let me look at my reference pictures. It very much goes above the crease, so I'm gonna start out here because I feel like really that's the easiest point to start, and I'm gonna kind of I don't know if you can see that line. It's creating a very faint line. So again, we're just creating that line very faint, just enough so we can see it and we can know this is where we want to place our coloring. And again, if you have a different eye shape, you can just follow it, or you can make it more rounded. It's definitely a look that's a little more rounded. I'm gonna go into this color, oh, this one right here, called Little B, or Lil B, and I'm gonna place that on the outside of the line we just created. Again, it's okay if it comes in a little bit from that line, but I'm also not gonna try to go too crazy. Honestly, this is one of my favorite palettes, mainly because there is not a lot of palettes that just come with matte colors, and I feel like these are some very staple matte colors. And I'm not like super tanned or super fair either, but I feel like these are very complementary to a lot of people. And now we're gonna go with the same color we used to outline, called Chicana. And I'm just, again, gonna follow that line that we created a little earlier. Now we're just working on creating some depth in there. I'm gonna take a larger brush to just kind of help me buff those colors out. Now I'm going to go in with the color down in this corner called Ruka, and this is going to really add the depth to the crease area. And again, we're just trying to build up the color here and then make sure everything is nice and buffed out. I am using a smaller brush than I usually would. Usually I just go in with a bigger brush. But for this look, I think you need a little bit more control, a little bit more precision. And then again, just go in with something bigger to help diffuse and blend out this darker color. Making sure to get that color into this inner corner. It might look like too much right now. When we add a highlight color later on, it'll be perfect. Your top line, or like the area on top, should look pretty blended. With another brush, I'm going to go in with the color called Shy Girl and a little bit of Little Smiley, and I'm going to apply that to this area just to add a nice surface to apply our next color on top. And it's also just gonna brighten the lids. Next, I'm gonna be using this glitter, which is actually one of my favorite glitters that I forgot I had even in my entire collection. This is by Stila, and it is the Magnificent Metals eyeshadow. Ooh, I don't know when it stopped filming. But yeah, you can get really close to the line there, and then I'm just gonna take just like a concealer brush and create my line throughout the entire look. So in my inner corner, creating that line, up top on my crease, I'm creating that line. Honestly, I feel like this look looks crazy until you do like lashes and the mascara. Okay, so this is what we have going on our lids. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lids off camera. This is actually a really good liner. I recently found it in my collection, and I have a lot of trouble finding a good eyeliner that can stay on the inner corner, and I tried it the other day and it actually worked, and I was surprised. It is the e.l.f. H2O proof, H2O proof eyeliner pen, and I don't think it's that expensive, but it actually stays. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyelids off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, again, I'm sorry if my wings are crooked. I've just come to the point that like I will never get my wings the same, and it's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation now. I'm gonna start off with the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. Honestly, this is so good. It will literally leave my makeup on even under a mask, and I really like it. I feel like it does a good job. I really do enjoy this one, and again, it's not an expensive. No, it's not expensive, and it's e.l.f. So love that. For foundation, I'm using this. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted Moisturizer. I don't have a lot left, that's why it has a clip on top. This was actually my sister's. Funny story, she was not a fan of it. I am a fan of this. I think I like it because I'm not a heavy coverage girl for like every day. Like if it's not like something, an event or something where I'm gonna be like taking a ton of pictures, but it does photograph very well. I really like it. It's very lightweight, like I said. It does a good job of like evening out the skin tone, as well as I like to combine it with kind of a light concealer and then just use a little bit of the concealer, help a little bit more if there's any like areas that I need a little bit more coverage or something. Sorry, I had a little interruption from my mother. Shout out to my mom if she was watching this. So the other day we came home from my aunt's house and the light from my bedroom was on, and you can see it from outside. But honestly, it is so hard to leave a light on in this place because you can see it's on because it's just a dark place. So we came, and obviously my lovely brother-in-law ended up coming in and making sure that like everything was fine. The doors were locked and everything, but it was just that my bedroom light was on, and I was like, there is no way I left that light on because one, I didn't even come into the room. We had gone to IKEA earlier in the day, which you guys will see the haul for that upcoming. But we had been at IKEA and there was no way that I left the light on in my room. Well, it all started because when we arrived home, there's a gate outside of like our apartments, and that gate was unlocked. But my brother-in-law, Mark, he was very sure that he had closed it or had locked the gate before we had left. And so when we got home, it was unlocked. And again, there's only 3 units back here. Only I live back here and my sister lives, and her husband live back here. No one else lives here. So we were kind of confused as to why that back gate would be open. And so then when we got to my apartment, we saw that the light in my bedroom was on. So we went through the entire place. There was no one like in the shower or anything, and there was no one here. But again, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way that light was left on. But it's like a white color, and so you can tell when it's on. But again, nothing was missing, nothing was moved. There was something that was kind of moved in my closet, but I think that's because my brother-in-law went to see like if there was anyone in there. I made sure all the doors were like locked when I went to sleep. I double checked all the windows, even the windows I don't open. Double checked everything, made sure that there was no way for anyone to get in or out or, you know, whatever. And so as I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm gonna go turn on the back light in the patio area, and that's when I realized that the light bulb was out. And so it kind of scared me a little bit because I was like, wait, why would this be out? And in my mind, I just went worst case scenario, and I was like, this is the way that the intruder is going to come in later on. So then that happened, and then that's what we were doing right now. My mom had brought in me a fresh light bulb. But again, our backyards are very well lit anyways. The neighbor has a light that kind of flashes into my backyard, and then the light from my sister's backyard kind of was coming over, and then my mom has these lights in her backyard. So I wasn't too paranoid, but again, that was like the only thing that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, here's where I go. But then that got me thinking, like, am I prepared in case an intruder were to come into my home in the middle of the night? Obviously, like I said, it would be very hard to do, but would I be prepared? And I think I would. I have a taser next to my bed, and I feel like if someone was breaking in, I would very easily be able to protect myself. Since I've lived here, I haven't felt scared. And it's funny because then I had to take a shower. I had to take a shower because obviously like we smelled like bonfire and stuff. While I was taking a shower, I was like, oh my gosh, what if the intruder came in while I was in the shower? And now I'm gonna be murdered while I'm in the shower. It's just, you know, things. And I was trying to think, okay, like, should I look towards the curtain, the shower curtain, so I can see them coming, or should I look away, you know, just be like, it's my time to go. I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is the one I really like. It's the Rainforest of the Sea concealer. I like it more than I do the Shape Tape, actually. I don't think a lot of people like it because I haven't heard anyone talk about this one at all, but I really do like it. It's not drying like the original Shape Tape, and it doesn't crease under my eyelids, which is amazing. And it's very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Also, can we talk about my obsession with this brush? I have had this brush for such a long time and had never used it. And then I don't know why, a couple weeks ago, I was like, ooh, let me use it. And it is by Real Techniques. It is just one of those like toothbrush looking brushes. And so I've been using it and I really like how it makes all my foundations look. But at the same time, I like it because I don't have to get up to go wash or wet my beauty blender. If you know, you know. And I mean, my bathroom isn't that far away. It's literally down the hall. But I just thought it's so nice that I don't have to get up, and it's, you know, this kind of works for everything. It's kind of hard to reach in this corner right here, but I make it work. I'm just gonna put a little bit down my nose because contouring I did kind of darkened my nose a little more than I would like. So I usually always use the Nakia Joy Cosmetics powder, but I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier, which I know is a fan favorite. I don't know why I don't use this one as often. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my whole face and hope I don't ruin this dress. It's funny because I had just bought in this dress at Ross this last Sunday. My cousin came over. My cousin Jasmine, I'm trying to think if she was ever in, I think she was in like very old vlogs. Like very old vlogs. Like we were all still little. And then we went to Ross because we were just like talking about like, oh, how's the Ross here, you know, because like I like to go like in different towns and cities that you go to. It's fun to see like what their Walmarts carry, what their Rosses carry, different stores like that. And we were talking about it and she was like, oh, so is like the Ross here any good? And sometimes I think our Ross is very hit and miss. Like I feel like sometimes I can go to Ross and find like nothing at all, not even like in home decor, nothing, like literally nothing. And then sometimes I go to Ross like we did this last weekend and I can actually find something. I found something for my niece. I found this dress. So if you guys see me actually wearing this dress sometimes, pretend like it's the first time you saw me wearing it. And then I also got like another shirt that I kind of wanted, like a chambray, like the white and blue striped kind of shirt. I think that's what it's called, right? Chambray. And I also found like a jumpsuit. Yeah, like a paisley printed romper. There we go. So yeah, that's what we did. And so I found this dress and it's actually really pretty. Also, I don't want to be the one that talks about Disney all the time because I don't talk about Disney all the time in my real life anyways. But we got tickets to A Touch of Disney. I'm so excited for that. It was kind of complicated to get them. Honestly, they didn't have a release time. They actually started selling them at 11. I had no idea. I don't think I checked until like 11:15. They were already unofficially sold out, but they put everyone in like groups online, and so I was signed in on my phone, I was signed in on my iPad, and it was a very interesting experience trying to get those tickets. And so we ended up getting the tickets and we're going to be there April 15th, which I'm so excited. And then now they announced that they're going to be opening, hoping that they're going to be opening at the end of April, like the actual rides and stuff. So that's exciting. I was kind of hoping that they would be opening closer to the 15th. That way we could just, you know, snatch some spots, but they're not. They're opening till later in the month. For a second I thought it wasn't recording and I was about to have a heart attack. It's like, that's always like the biggest thing that I hate, is that if it stops recording, it doesn't let you know. You're just stuck with like missing footage. I'm just gonna go into that brown color that we kind of have in our crease and use that on my lower lash line. I'm not really gonna apply too many colors, down here, just kind of some of that darkness. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on and I will be right back. So I'm gonna stick with like the nude look. So I'm gonna use Dolce K and Candy K on my lips. I'm gonna overline them, of course. So for highlighter, I used one highlighter, but it looked kind of blue. So I'm switching it out for the, what is this called? The Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the color Cocoa Bling. Oh my gosh. This will give you a bling, literally, but it's very champagne-y, which was more like what I'm looking for. But it's, again, gonna look very subtle compared to all the bling we already have on our lids. Lastly, for gloss, I'm gonna use the Becca Glow Gloss, because this is the only one I have here. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed getting ready with me and chit-chatting about random things. If you want to keep up with me on the day-to-day, you can check out my Instagram, that's linked down below, as well as some more funnier content is on my TikTok, also linked down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified for whenever I upload my next video. Also, feel free to leave any of your video requests down below. I'm looking for more content to create. Again, like I said, I'm excited to be back here. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And if you guys try out this look, tag me. I'd love to see your recreations or just your inspo. Thank you again, like always, for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, mother.
Hello, daughter.
Lipstick on the teeth. And I even got it in my hair. What else do we need? Now, like, I wish I had somewhere to go, somewhere to be.